and you tune into Exact Radio 108.0 FM, a gateway to innovation and learning. Good afternoon to you, dear listeners, and you're welcome to another episode of Biography of Legend. Yes, we will celebrate our legend, and I'm your host, Tolu Ogunleye. And today we are here to spark a conversation with the 40th Inaugural Lecturer of the TASFUED Federal University of Education, a renowned scholar of counseling and psychology, Professor Tolu Ogunleye, as she tells us about her career, her insights, and her future projections. Prof, you're welcome to Exact Radio.
Thank you, Kelly.
And congratulations on your forthcoming inaugural lecture.
Thank you very much.
How has the preparation been so far?
It's in top gear. We are on it and believing that God will take control.
Definitely God will take control. You know, when I saw your invite, I was very happy. I was very excited. You know, it is very motivating when you see women getting to the peak of their career, women, you know, holding leadership positions and doing great things. So it's actually very nice. So congratulations once again, Ma. So we want to know you beyond you being a professor in TASFUED. How did you start your academic journey? How is it going? What are the future projections? We want to know briefly, Ma.
Thank you, Kenny. Just like you said earlier, I am Professor Tolu Ogunleye, Professor of Counseling Psychology. I schooled in Lagos. I'll start with my tertiary education.
Okay, Ma.
I had my first degree in biology education from University of Lagos, my master's from the same university in guidance and counseling, and also my PhD from University of Lagos in guidance and counseling. So my secondary and primary school also I did in Lagos.
Wow, wonderful. So we can call you a proper Lagos babe.
Yes, please. Born and bred in Lagos.
Born and bred. Oh, that's interesting. So you're having your inaugural lecture coming up very soon, Ma. So what motivated the inaugural topic, the straight and narrow way to gender justice, counselor's verdict? What is it all about?
Oh, first I will say that I am a girl child. So that is why I'm very passionate about gender studies, specifically studies on women. Then the straight and narrow way. Something straight is the ideal. So for us to have an egalitarian society, the girl child and the boy child should have equal rights to all the prospects in the society. Unfortunately, it's not like that. So that is why I coined the name, the straight. The word, rather, the straight. Then the narrow. Few people told that path of girl-child advocacy. You know, we need advocacy to sensitize the society that the girl-child should go beyond being in the home and getting to the peak of whatever they choose to be. So, because there is limitation in the advocacy, that is why it is narrow. It's a narrow path, though it is straight because it is the ideal in the society.
So your lecture is going to sensitize the entire audience about advocacy for women, for ladies, for the girl child. Okay.
Yes, and also to enlighten the society. Yes.
I think it is important. It is very important that women should not be limited.
Yes, please. And thank God, Kenny, you are a girl child too.
Exactly.
So
I
you
always
feel what
exactly. I can relate. Yeah, that is it. I can actually relate.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very, like I said before, that I was very happy when I saw the invite because, it is good for women to do great things, get to the peak of their career, you know, become a professor. Before, it was not like that in the past. So,
yes.
So things are changing. The world is evolving. So how is this going to solve societal issues, current issues in the society? The inaugural lecture.
Yes, part of my verdict, you know, from the topic verdict, which the verdict are the recommendation to recommend to the government, policymakers, and even the society that right from the home front, we need to stop gender role socialization.
Yes.
Assigning specific roles to male and specific roles to female. Let me give you an example. In the home, females most of the time will assist mommy in the kitchen to cook because our perception is that women should be at home to take care of the home front, and the men or the boy child will go help the daddy outside to work or do other things. Socializing and sensitizing them, they are breadwinners.
Yes.
So my lecture is going to bring to fore the fact that do not limit either the male child or the female child in whatever he or she wants to do.
But is it actually possible for men and women to have equal rights?
It is, Kenny, it is very, very possible, though there are cultural limitations. And changing culture, it's
Yes.
not really easy.
I think it is peculiar to this African thing.
It is not, because some years back, it also affected the Western world. But thank God
Yes.
they are now evolving and are changing things. There are
Yes,
policy
are changing.
and advocacy for such. But but here, right here in this part of the world, we are meeting several and lots of resistance
Yes.
to make sure that there are equalities between the male child and the female child. And let me give you a research. The Economic World Forum projected that it's going to take 132 years to achieve a just society. It will take 132 years. And which part of the world is causing the drawback? It's definitely a part of the world. So we need to really be on our feet and make sure that we join the Western world to advocate for equal rights for the male and the female child.
Thank you very much, Prof. Ma. So we want to know you beyond school. How do you balance academics plus lecturing plus administrative work? Then career, marriage, everything, your home. I'm sure it is very encompassing.
It is, and I'll tell you, Kenny, it is not easy. But on my part, I plan a lot. By weekends, I will draw. It might not really be on a sheet of paper, but in my mind, I'll draw what I'll do for the week. I'll plan my lectures, I'll plan my meetings, and even research. If I have to go for conferences or other things, I'll plan it. Then there is always room for plan B, because there are some certain things that will just crop up and you just have to change plans. But the primary thing is that I plan whatever I want to do.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Ma. So what keeps you passionate about your work all these years? Being a professor.
What keeps me going and
Yes, very passionate.
is that it gives me joy and fulfillment when I see that we are molding life, we are training counselors for the next generation, those that are equipped ethically and have the cultural basis to help people from one challenge or the other. So that's what keeps me on. Saying that we are turning out our mini me to the world.
Okay, so our dear listeners, let's go on a quick musical break. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. You're still tuned into EdTech Radio 108.0 FM, and we are still having an interaction with the 40th Inaugural Lecturer of TASFUED, Professor Tolu Ogunleye. Prof. Ma, you're welcome once again.
Thank you, Kenny.
Okay, so I want to ask you some personal questions now beyond school. I'm sure you must have had some setbacks in the past as a professor before getting to the peak of your career. So, what did you learn from failures or setbacks in your career, and how did you manage to overcome them, ma?
Oh, thank you very much for that question, Kenny. I will say that we all have setbacks.
Yes.
There are failures in life. But I am a Christian, and I always go by the word of Micah 7 verse 8. Rejoice not over me, my enemy, for when I fall, I shall rise. When I sit in the dark, the Lord will be a light to me. So it has always been my guide, because several failures, promotion not coming on time,
Yes.
having issues at the old front, even either with the children or issues or several things. But because of that word, that is just for a while, is a setback. So I have to stand and forge ahead. So it is that particular verse of the Bible that keeps me going. Whenever I meditate on it, I get geared up to move forward.
Yes, at every point in time, we face challenges. but then we
Yes.
always trust in God to overcome those challenges.
And also, I also use the word in the counseling room to counsel my clients, especially those that are Christians, that for failure, there is no way one, at any point in time, one will fall. But don't
Yes.
stay at that point. You have to stand and move ahead. So, with
Yes.
whatever challenge my client comes up with, and if the person is a Christian, I use that verse. Why not just go meditate on this verse, get geared up, and move on with whatever you're doing.
That's wonderful, ma. Thank you, ma, for the response
Thank you.
from a counselor's perspective. So, ma, what has been the most rewarding part of your academic journey so far?
It was reaching the peak of my profession
Yes.
when I became a prof in 2019,
2019.
and I was pronounced a prof. That day was the happiest day in my life in regarding to my career. Getting to the peak of my career, it's fulfilling. So,
And motivating for we
yeah.
younger ones.
Okay.
That's wonderful, ma. I'm so glad. So, outside academia, like outside school, outside writing papers, research, community service, what do you enjoy doing?
Kenny, I am an introvert, so I love my space a lot. I stay indoor. I sleep. I love to sleep when I have nothing to do. I sleep, then I watch movies. Then occasionally, when I can't avoid it, I go out for functions. But most of the time, I love staying indoors.
You're a peaceful person.
Thank you.
It comes with peace, actually. Being introverted comes with peace of mind.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, I agree with you to a certain extent,
Yeah.
so that we won't cut out the extroverts, that they are not peaceful.
Oh, that's true. So that's interesting. It is good to sleep, to rest well, to recharge. So that's wonderful, Prof. Ma.
Thank you.
How do you hope to inspire the next generation of scholars and researchers?
Yeah, thank you, Kenny. I want to be a symbol of encouragement to the girl child first. I want the girl child to look at me and say, yes, I have a role model. I have someone that I'm looking up to, that if she can achieve, then I can do so. Then also, other future generations, not only the female child, all others, to encourage them to achieve regardless of any inhibitions, to press on in whatever they do.
Thank you very much for the response, Ma. So finally, the last question I'll be asking you, even as we wrap up this interview, is what can we expect? What should we audience expect from your inaugural lecture, and why should we even attend your inaugural lecture?
Thank you again, Kenny. Expectations of the people, friends, colleagues, the dignitaries coming for the inaugural lecture is that it's a kind of enlightenment. I will speak about the subtle way we encourage gender role socialization, even without knowing it. Subtle ways that we kind of assign roles, different roles to the male child and the female child. I'll talk about different structures on ground that is limiting the girl child from achieving what they intend to achieve. So those are the things I'll talk about. And I'm going to talk about the counselors, the professional counselors, about principles of gender-informed counseling. What are the principles they need to imbibe to be professional in that aspect of counseling women on what they need to do when they get to the crossroad because of gender role socialization.
Thank you very much, Prof. Ma. I must say it's been an insightful conversation with you today, and we want to sincerely appreciate you for sharing your experiences and your insight with us today.
Thank you, Kenny. I'm very grateful for inviting me to. God
Yeah,
bless you.
and I must say it's been very enlightening coming on the show, and we want to wish you successful. We want to pray for you and wish you success in your career and your future endeavors, ma.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks to the crew too. God bless you all.
So, dear listeners, we've gotten to the end of today's interview, and you are all cordially invited to Professor Ogunleye's forthcoming inaugural lecture on Friday, 7th May 2026 at 2012 Third Fund Hall of Ijagan Campus. Thank you all, and God bless you.